Daniel had always been a night traveler, preferring the silence of deserted roads. That night, as he drove through the dense, fog-covered forest, his GPS started glitching. The next thing he knew, an unfamiliar town appeared out of nowhere. Black Hollow. It wasn't on any map. The town seemed old, untouched by time, yet strangely too quiet. The only sign of life was a single gas station, its flickering neon light barely holding on. A man, pale and thin, sat at the counter, watching him with hollow eyes. "You shouldn't be here." The attendant's voice was hoarse. "Why? Is something wrong?" The man just slid a rusty key across the counter. "Take this. If you hear knocking, don't open the door." Daniel frowned but took the key. His car had mysteriously stopped working, and the only place to stay was an old Victorian house at the edge of town. The house was massive, its windows watching like hollow eyes. Inside, a grand staircase led into darkness. The air smelled of dust, old wood, and something rotten. Daniel lit a candle and noticed portraits lining the walls, paintings of people with hollow faces, their eyes scratched out. As he explored, he found a diary under a loose floorboard. The pages were old, the handwriting shaky. "If you are reading this, you must leave before 3:15 a.m. The house resets. The night never ends. The eyes are watching." The clock on the wall froze at 3:15 a.m. Then a soft knock echoed from the second-floor window. Ignoring the diary's warning, Daniel climbed to the second floor. The hallway was longer than it should be, stretching endlessly. At the end stood a tall mirror, but the reflection was wrong. Daniel raised his hand. The reflection didn't move. Instead, it smiled. His own voice whispered from the glass, "You stayed too long." The lights flickered. The wall shifted. A shadow crawled out of the mirror, its long fingers reaching for him. Then the house reset. Daniel woke up in his car. The clock read 11:47 p.m. The gas station was still there. The same pale attendant stared at him, but this time he looked scared. "Didn't you leave already?" the man asked. "What? I just got here." The man's hands trembled as he pointed at the house. "Look." The Victorian house was still at the end of the road, but this time, in the second-floor window, Daniel saw himself, staring back, smiling. The knocking started again, a soft knock, a voice distant and distorted. "Daniel? Are you still in there?"